Hi guys, Jamie from Curators here, and today I'm really excited about this video because it's going to be the first of the three-part Red Hood series. The first one is going to be about his origins as Robin. The second one is going to be about how he came back as Red Hood and became one of the most popular Batman characters of all time. The third one is going to be about his character development in the New 52/DC Rebirth universe. Now there's going to be a lot of information here, but it's going to be awesome to hear, so let's roll. Jason's origins go back to 1983. I want to stress that this was a very early version of Jason from the pre-Crisis on Infinite Earths. The more modern version comes from post-Crisis on Infinite Earths, which happened in 1985. The original Jason was a lot like Dick Grayson in that he had a similar origin story. His parents were circus acrobats. They were called Joseph and Trina Todd, and they were killed by Killer Croc. What also set him apart was that he had red hair, and the reason for why he had black hair as Robin was because Batman made him dye his hair to look like Dick Grayson. Post-Crisis on Infinite Earth, Jason is more for the modern interpretation. He became a street kid who came from like a very dysfunctional family. His mum was a drug addict and his dad, Willis, was a deadbeat who went to jail and left him on his own. This left Jason with a very survivor mentality, so he thought he had to do what he needed to do to get by. Jason first met Batman in Crime Alley where he tried to boost the tyres off the Batmobile, and this got Batman's attention obviously. He saw something in Jason that he thought he could rehabilitate and stop him from going down a path for crime. Bruce placed Jason in Mar Gunn's School of Crime for 6 months and he broke up a criminal operation. She was training kids to be criminals and Jason went undercover. After he defeated her, he earned his Robin costume and gained Batman's trust. After Jason became Robin, he earned the reputation for being a rebel. He was smoking, he was swearing, people thought he was angry, and that image followed him for a lot of that career. A situation where Jason's anger showed was in Batman 422, where he beat up a pimp to the point Batman had to restrain him. This showed Jason's different approach to fighting crime and foreshadowed a lot for what was to come later. The revamped version of Jason proved to be very unpopular with fans, which I find quite interesting. Like, they changed his origin so he wasn't like Dick Grayson, but a lot of people thought he was trying to usurp that position. The Batman editor at the time, Dennis O'Neil, said, "They did hate him. I don't know if it was fan craziness, maybe they saw him as usurping Dick Grayson's position. Some of the mail response indicated that this was at least on some people's minds." Jason was unpopular enough that DC created a poll designed to see whether he would live or die. This took the form of a 1-900 number where people had to call in, which I think is remarkable. People had to make a conscious effort to actually kill Robin. After 36 hours of voting, the poll received 10,614 votes. The result was 5,343 people voted for Jason to die, while 5,271 people voted against it. This was a 72 vote separation, so there was not a lot of gap between them. It could have gone either way, and this led to 1988's Death in the Family arc. In Death in the Family, Jason discovers his mum, Catherine Todd, wasn't his biological parent. He found his real mum, Sheila Haywood, in Ethiopia. She was working as an aid worker, but it turned out Sheila was being blackmailed by Joker, and she handed him over. Joker beat Jason to within an inch of his life with a crowbar, yet Jason still tried to save Sheila no matter how much she'd betrayed him. Unfortunately, Batman couldn't reach them in time. Joker blew up the warehouse with Jason and Sheila still inside, and it led to Jason becoming Bruce's greatest failure that would haunt him for years to come. To sum things up, Jason was a great Robin to me. He didn't deserve the unpopularity at the time because he was a very compassionate kid. He still wanted to save his biological mum even though she betrayed him. His upbringing on the street gave him a different outlook on the world. I think it's relatable. I think a lot of people have been there. When you've grown up in that environment, you're used to a certain way of living. He saw how people suffered on the streets like he had when he was younger, and it informed how he fought crime. Jason honoured the legacy of Robin, and Batman was proud of him in the end. Thank you for watching the video, guys. The next one we're doing in the life and times of Jason Todd is Jason's origin as Red Hood and how he became a badass. Thank you for watching the video. If you like what you saw, please like, please subscribe, and look out for future videos.